a study of the perceptions of students on privacy and security on social networking sites. This video will give information about the perceptions of information systems and non-information systems by students. The concern is that these students lack the knowledge of the fact or impact of the fact that characteristics are inherently public on the World Wide Web. Also, students lack knowledge of personal privacy and security statements on social networking sites. Privacy is essentially the right to determine the distribution of private information, therefore students have to be dependent inevitably on privacy policies of social networking sites. A survey was conducted to gather information about this. This survey consisted of several demographic data questions. These were followed by questions to discover what kind of data students post on their social networking sites, and questions that asked about student knowledge how their social networking sites handle their personal information. The students were asked to choose among a list of 10 popular social networking sites. The 3 most popular were Facebook, MySpace, and LinkedIn. Here you see a table with what people store on their social network site. Noticeable is that what called private information, such as address and telephone number, are considered private, and most students do not trust putting this on the site. Also, 25% post their political views and 25% post their religion. The implication is that social network site users appear to have 3 levels of concern. Privacy Level 1, high privacy, such as address, telephone number, political views. Level 2, medium privacy, consists of employment, relationship status and social activities. Level 3, consists of items that users freely share such as photos, name and friend. There were also noticeable differences when studying the social network sites' privacy policies, on whether students read them. The majority of the social network site users, 56%, did not read their privacy policies. Maybe users don't care about privacy? Or is assuming that the data will be kept private? Other reasons can be that it's too long to read the policy, or it is hard to find, or it is hard to understand. Questions between readers and non-readers of social network site privacy policies had also noticeable differences. Readers of privacy policies did not post their social activities and tastes and preferences so often like non-readers. Also, some questions were answered more with a yes than non-readers of privacy policies. Questions like, does your social network site tell you explicitly how the site will use your data? And, do you know what the site will do if there is a breach in the security of the site? The most remarkable was that 67% of the students do not know what the site will do with their personal information. The conclusion is that most social network site users do not know their rights and how to take control of their information. Even the most readers of the privacy policies did not know the knowledge questions. This indicates that social network sites should really put more effort in presenting the privacy policy. So what can be done? First, there has to be education about online privacy. Nearly all teenagers and college-age people in the US are members of at least one social network site. The population needs to be educated on how their social network sites collect and use their surfing and personal data for commercial ends. Also, social network sites should make their privacy policy easy, accessible and readable. Maybe they should make new users read their privacy policy before signing up. The privacy settings should also be easy accessible for all target groups, because not everyone knows how to use this.
Limitations of the study. The study was conducted on 110 students. This is a relative small group. 45% of those students were graduate students. The research data is not up to date. For example, in the study, MySpace was number 3 of most used social network sites. Nowadays Twitter is much bigger, and MySpace is not as popular as it used to be.